Oh my god.
There must be what? What's that? 250 mil? 300 mil? So, another day, another thrilling video about to be produced. So, today on the docket, we're heading into the city because I have one of my customers who needs me to service 2 of his cars. We're going to be using some high quality oil as usual, Penrite HBR5, high quality Ryco filters, go over everything, check all of the other fluids, have a look over some stuff, see if he needs anything else, air filters, these types of cabin filters, blah blah blah.
3 kilometers.
Like right in the city, I'll show you. We're headed there now. I've done it before. It's in like an underground car park. We're going in.
And that'll give you the ignition.
Yeah,
right?
Alright, just
so I
record.
sent you anywhere. But it's the boxes that are on it.
Yes.
That's most important to us.
That's right. What a nice fella. He gave me this alarm system. Right, so this is the vehicle in question. It is a Mazda B2600. Just wants a service code. It's a very, very Asher type car, I suppose you'd say, where the reality is he just wants it to keep running. He doesn't really care about too much of the maintenance stuff. So like you'll see here, there's an oil leak here from the rocker cover. So I'll top all the fluids up, this, that, the other. I'll clean out the air filter as best I can, obviously replace it next time, but that wasn't a request. Top up all the fluids, and from there check a few other things. He said just have a little run over it, obviously check the brakes, have a look at the suspension, check if there's anything else kind of hidden going on. The video quality ain't going to be the best because of the low lighting, but as you know, we don't mess around here, only the best oil, and you'd be shocked at the type of prices I can charge using the highest quality oil versus a lot of other places that will run a semi-synthetic or something like this. But all right, let's get stuck into it. All right, I was going to jack the car up, but I'm pretty sure there's access underneath, like in terms of the car's pretty high off the ground, so I should just be able to drain that oil without having to jack it up. Now getting to the oil filter is right there, so let's see if they gave us the right one. That one is correct. So oil filter on this is a Z411 and we have a Z411. So let's drain this oil. Not too dirty in there. What I'll do though as a reference point, I'll see how much oil's in it, because it does have a leak, so seeing how low it is, because I might chuck a little bit extra. And in terms of low, I don't know if this is going to pick up on camera. We're talking empty, lads. So that's probably why he's getting that ticking sound. So now we know she definitely is a little bit rattly without oil in it. As you can imagine, we need to stop the slap by seeing how much oil comes out, which will be interesting. So I'm going to crawl under there and get the oil out, and I'll tell you how much comes out. Let's see, eh? Oh my god. Uh-oh. Literally this much oil came out. There's your problem. Well, nothing you can do about that now. Let's just hope this oil filter comes off Because with that low oil, sometimes they get a bit sticky. I mean, the oil filter is a good brand. It'd be interesting to know when it was serviced last. I'm going to be using this guy here to get the oil filter off. Oh, that is so dirty. That is so dirty. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have oil in it. Get a little bit of metallic going on. This, yeah, listen. The thing's old as shit. He literally just uses it to go from here, not like even on the main road. He keeps it in this building. To go from here to another spot to, because they do maintenance around here, to on the building or something like this. So, you know, at the end of the day, chucking the oil in is the best thing you can do. Obviously, a high quality one at that is the best option. A flush wouldn't be too bad. Chuck on this new filter. I'm not going to fill this up because it's on the side. If I fill it up, chuck it on the side, it's just going to pour out everywhere. I will spray the mounting point, or where you bolt this on, because it's going to have crap everywhere, and I'll chuck a bit of oil on this here, but that's all you can do. Chuck the oil in and let the thing run its course. Maintain it as best you can until the end of its life. It still goes. He reckons it's still got good power, this, that, the other. So that's what we're going to do. What do you think? Am I crazy in thinking that? Horses for courses. This thing ain't doing trips from here to the other side of the freaking country, you know what I mean? It's literally going to spend its life like this until it stops working. As you saw in that oil and in that oil filter, it was a lot of metallic fleck in it because the metal has nothing to lubricate it. Therefore, what happens? It starts to wear away. Again, this is the good stuff. People ask me, do you get sponsored by stuff? Dude, have you seen the sub count and the view count? I don't get any freebies. And that's not even me asking, I'm just saying. This is what I put in my car. If you know you're not going to service your car often, chuck in the best possible oil you can. And this is the best that we got on the market here, in my opinion. How do I know? Because that's what the advertising tells me, like everyone else. And also, they use it, when I used to go to the track a fair bit, we used to use it and didn't have any issues. And these cars are getting smashed. Full zinc, double layer protection, this, that, the other. Now this is a 5-litre engine. I got a 6-litre bottle. I'm probably going to put probably 5 1/4, see how it comes up on the dipstick after I run it, maybe even 5 1/2. Might sound excessive, but this thing's got some leaks. It's not going to get resolved. This thing is maybe even burning oil. So we have to premeditate this by chucking a little bit more in. No, it will not destroy the seals. If there is any left in the heads, this, that, the other, chuck it in. It'll be sweet. I want to see how it sounds now. Oh wow. Now that is what I'm talking about. Now, that's so quiet. That was it, obviously. You don't have any oil. Now, the real question, how much oil is in it? There you go. But there's the full line, it's just over full. So that's where we're going to leave it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 litres and a bit. Looks like maybe 300. Chuck a bit in there. or like the diff or anything like this. So from back here, you know, it's actually pretty good back here. Shockies aren't leaking, leaves are sitting well. Rear wheel cylinders are not leaking. That one's got a tiny bit of a weep from the axle seal. Not the worst. I'll let him know about that. Give it a clean, monitor it. Diff ain't leaking anywhere. It's always a good sign. Have bushings that nice. How much oil you had?
So there's nothing in it?
Nope. Now have a listen. Sorry, have a listen to it now. I'd like to tell you.
What?
I'd like to tell you, mate. I did a full rebuild, custom rebuild.
So they're no fucking island?
Nah. Fuck, it sounds good now. We told you these are tough.
I'm gonna take a fucking picture of this because I'm
I got a record. I got a as well.
No, this is for the boys. Oh my god.
There must be what? What's that? 250 mil, 300 mil.
There's nothing else in it.
So, put it this way. State of that oil burnt to a.
Oh, there's something I can see in there. It's black.
And it also had a bit of metallic in it.
It's like a diesel.
Yeah, a bit of metal fleck too.
Motors.
Yeah.
This was their service vehicle.
Yeah. I'll turn it off. From there,
The longest journey this ever makes is probably 15 kilometers.
there you go. That's what I was thinking to myself too. From there, checked all the other fluids. It's not you burning any water by the looks of it. Beautiful. All right, no worries, mate. I'll keep going. Thank you so much. No worries, mate. Thank you so much. So anyway, as you just seen, explain to the customer what's going on, and you know, at the end of the day, keeping him on track of what's going on, letting him know, getting his opinion, what he wants to do, what he doesn't want to do. I'm not one of these guys who goes, here's a big list, give us some cash. Nah, fuck, have a look, man. What do you want? It's your car. I can tell you what I think, and then from there, based on what you've told me, we can make a decision. I'll show you what's underneath though. And everything else, obviously it's got the leak there, but we're going to clean that and work out what's going on. So I'm going to check this air filter now and then give it a wash. The air filter ain't too bad. See, this bolt can't go in, so a little trick so it doesn't fall out of the socket. Take a bit of grease on, and now she doesn't fall out. Enough time to line it up. When these block up, they do have a tendency, this is the post crank ventilation valve, they do have a tendency to create issues with the valve stem seals. Now it's freed up. One way to test it, it works. So what I'm going to do is tidy everything up, then wash it. Again, I'm going for mainly this area. So that's what I mean. Just clean it up so we know what's going on, how much oil we're going to be losing. I'll dry it off and then move it and get onto the other car. Alright, moving it, bringing the next one in. Alright, so same thing, different car. Let's see how much oil it's either lost or used since last service. Pretty low again. Check how many Ks we've done though. This quick. Here, the side here, so you got to take this wheel off. Right there. Yeah, not the worst spot. As usual, always something comes up, doesn't it? Right, as usual, the drive itself takes like 5 minutes, but it takes like 30 minutes just to get an oil filter through the counter, but whatever, we got it. Gonna head back, chuck this thing on, get everything sorted. Rocker cover, I think it's got a few leaks from a few different places. The rocker cover gasket, now that I can see it, it's quite clean, but that's where she'll be leaking from. As far as that goes, I'm going to do a couple other things. Reset the maintenance thing, check a couple of levels, XYZ, obviously chuck some water in this, and from there I'll talk to you in the car. Alright, we are finished. Now let's get out of here before the traffic kicks off, because that oil filter put us behind schedule. But it's like I was saying in that other video, or one of my customers I helped a couple of times now. Awesome dude, nicest fella. One of these customers where you will just go above and beyond, you won't really cut corners. If they need something, they can hit you up anytime, no matter what it is, because you know they're gonna be a pleasure to deal with. They're not gonna be a headache. And I don't mean that as in like mechanics can't be headaches, because trust me, anyone who knows me knows my opinion on how annoying throat I can be with bad customer service, treating people, talking to people like they're idiots, treating people without respect, you know what I mean? So it goes both ways, but I just mean when I highlight it with certain people, like I mentioned again in that other video, it's just, you know, an absolute pleasure to just get in there, get the job done, and try to work out the best option for them, which you would be doing anyway. He was very happy with it after the test drive. That Renault does have a few oil leaks. Like it had a good amount of oil in it when I drained it, but if I go back the next time and it's lower than it was in terms of what I took out of it, we'll get it sorted. Because the reason you might be asking is, why don't you just fix all these leaks? Because the customer, for the most part, ain't in the position to look. I don't want to, ain't in the position to get them fixed, in terms of either that old ute, it's an old beater of a ute, you know what I mean? And he's only moving it here and there. So what are we doing here? That other car he has though is definitely worth looking into, getting some of these leaks fixed, because of the amount of driving, the reliability he's looking to get out of it. Is this transparency? You got to let them know what's going on, what options they have, what do they want to do, what do you think, and have a conversation with these people, because it's not just a matter of going there and changing the oil. It's a matter of letting them know what's going on, what options they have. Again, what do they think? What do they want to do? This, that, the other. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.